Did you know that the famous London Bridge, built to cross the River Thames, was moved to Lake Havasu in Mojave Desert? Let's talk about how the London Bridge, the only bridge that was connecting two sides of the River Thames until 1750, ended up in the Arizona desert. But first, let's take a step back and figure out why anyone would ever want to do that. When it comes to bridges in London and Britain in general, everyone immediately thinks of Tower Bridge. But to the west from Tower Bridge, along the river, 1.2 kilometers away, is the London Bridge, the oldest bridge in London, if you don't take into account that it has been rebuilt more than once. Presumably, people tried to build bridges on this site thousands of years before the Romans came to Britain. While it's possible that ancient tribes had basic crossings across the river, there is no solid evidence of an actual bridge that early. The first known bridge over the River Thames was built by the Romans. So, the Romans came in 43 AD, and their military engineers easily took on the task of building a bridge on this side during the conquest. The Romans needed a crossing over the river to connect the roads they had built to the north and south of the river. The many bridges constructed in that period were built of wood. They were strong enough to last for quite a long time, but time passed and wooden bridges collapsed over time. When, in Anglo-Saxon period, the river became a border between warring kingdoms. There were attempts to repair the bridge, but frankly, not very successfully. In 1170, after the murder of Archbishop Thomas Becket, the repentant King Henry II ordered the construction of a new stone London Bridge, with a chapel dedicated to Becket. And the bridge finally received stone supports. Construction was completed in 1209, but during the reign of King John. The bridge was supported by 19 arches and wooden piles and was 282 meters long. The road was 4.6 meters wide. It was unique in that it had houses along the road, creating an important commercial center for the city. Those houses provided income for the maintenance of the bridge. The design of the bridge was limited by the river's tides. The difference in water levels on either side of the bridge could be as much as 1.8 meters. Some people drowned while trying to cross the river during high water. At some point, there were up to 140 houses on the bridge, most of which were used for trade. The bridge became an important part of the city's economy. In 1633, a fire destroyed the houses at the northern end of the bridge. The gap was only partially filled with new houses, creating a firebreak that prevented the Great Fire of London in 1666 from spreading to the rest of the bridge. In 1756, an act was passed to demolish the houses on the bridge to allow for its reconstruction, which was completed in 1761. Improvements including widening the roadway and adding balustrades made the bridge safer. But its structure remained vulnerable, requiring constant repairs. The addition of the Great Arch had weakened the rest of the structure, leading to frequent and costly repairs. Combined with heavy congestion both on and beneath the bridge, often resulted in fatal accidents. This sparked public demand for a modern replacement. In 1831, the bridge, which literally could not stand any longer, was decided to be completely rebuilt with new modern structure. A design with 5 stone arches by John Rainey was chosen. The old bridge continued standing during the construction of the new one, and was demolished after the construction works were completed. Therefore, the new bridge was built 100 meters upstream of the old bridge and offset from the original street. The Rainey's Bridge was officially opened on August 1, 1831. The bridge turned into the city's most heavily trafficked area, with a constant flow of vehicles and pedestrians every day. In 1924, the east side had sunk some about 9 centimeters lower than the west side. And by the 1960s, the bridge could no longer cope with the increasing car traffic. In 1968, then the bridge was declared old and unnecessary, it was proposed to sell London Bridge. So the bridge was sold to Robert McCulloch of McCulloch Oils for $2.46 million. McCulloch was the founder of Lake Havasu City, a planned community in Arizona, and he needed a way to attract tourists and give the city a unique identity. So, London Bridge was dismantled into tens of thousands of bricks and stone blocks, each carefully labeled for reassembly. The blocks were shipped across the Atlantic Ocean to California when transported to Arizona, where a new reinforced concrete structure for the bridge was built. The entire transportation and assembly process took 3 years. The bridge was reconstructed and opened on October 10, 1971 in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. After selling the old bridge, it was decided to build a completely new bridge on the site. which could withstand modern loads and meet all safety requirements. The current London Bridge was built from 1967 to 1972. The new bridge was opened by Queen Elizabeth II on March 16, 1973. And here is such a crazy story, a bridge not with one leg but many. One bridge tells the story of an entire city, a country, people who lived on the River Thames for thousands of years. If you liked it, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. Tell if you have ever visited London Bridge in London or its predecessor in Arizona.